So this is the second scenario where we are going to work with both Power BI and SSRS or SSAS. So in that real-time scenario 2 here, we need to remove this ID hyphen and only these numbers should be loaded to data. So for that one, again, if it is Power BI, you need to go to the transform data. If it is SSAS, you need to rewrite the SQL statement and load it through the SSAS for SSRS report. So if let's speak about first Power BI. So for that one, in order to remove this ID hyphen, that is replaced with some null value, means you will be getting only these numbers. So for that one, go to the transform data. So select this sales rep ID where you are having these values. So here you can see an option called replace values. So click on that one. So see here, so ID, so first thing is ID space hyphen. So that should be replaced with null. So click OK. So now see, only the numerical values has been loaded, the ID space hyphen has been removed. So now close and apply. So this is how you remove the unnecessary content from the rows and to load the required content into the required task. So this is using the Power BI desktop. But if it is SSRS, how to remove those things and load it to SSAS before we use it in SSRS. So for that one, we shall be using the SQL statement. See now the values has been replaced with the new values. So this is how you work in Power BI. Similarly, we shall see how to do the same thing in SSAS or SSRS. So from SSAS only we will be loading to SSRS. So here we need to write an SQL statement. So by copying and pasting that one in the SSAS, we will be loading the required data. So if you look here, we need to remove this ID space hyphen and replace with these numbers. The same task we are going to do now. So that is, so copy paste. So remove this top 1000. So remove this sales rep name and bring this one to back. So now replace of sales rep ID, comma. So what should be replaced? ID space hyphen with the empties. So bracket close. So now if I execute this one, these things will be removed, only numerical values will be present. Yes, see, this is the thing. So now what we need to do is we need to copy this one and so go to SSAS, go to this database symbol, similar to the previous case. Go to the Microsoft SQL Server. Next, so dot I will be using now data analytics is my database. So test connection. So test connection succeed. Next, service account. Next, write a query. So next, so copy that paste the copied thing. So validate the expression. So the statement is not valid. It is showing. it is showing that a column name cannot be blank. Why it's showing like that? Because if you look here, so there is no column name present here for this thing. So for that one, so we need to copy. So copy, paste, equal to. So now execute. Sales rep ID is the name. So now copy this one and paste here. Then only the statement will be validated. So the SQL statement is validated. Whenever you load it to ssis, there should be a valid column name. Then only it will be accepting. So finish. So now the query is executing with the number of rows, that is 7 rows. So those rows will be shown for you now. So these are the 7 rows we got here. So these are the 7 rows we got here. So this is the difference between the Power BI and ssis or ssrs to replace values with the required value. So which one is better, Power BI or ssrs, to do the modification? So please comment in the comments.